Hello everyone, it's Tedius here, back with another video on the Fortnite storyline. So today we will be talking about the mid-season update. It's had a lot of hype and, well deserved. It was actually a very good update. I'm currently still away so I can't play it yet, but I'm excited to get back and try out the return of Tilted. That looks really cool. There's some really cool story secrets, some audio logs that I've unfortunately missed out on, but I've seen them thanks to some of the theorists and other people on YouTube, so thank you for that. And if you do enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, do all that stuff, share it to a few of your friends if you think they will enjoy it too. And if you would like to join my YouTube community, always remember that we have a Discord server which you can join in the pinned comment or also the first link in the description, and maybe read through the description to learn a bit more about my channel if you want. Alright, without further ado, let's get into the first big change for the game. And I know I usually don't do more gameplay stuff, but Tilted's return is a huge thing. Now, it actually does do, it actually does add to a few different story things, one of them being the old map similarities. We've seen a lot to do with that, and a lot of people believe that the Chapter 3 island is the Chapter 1 island. I mean, it's possible, it might not be true, but again, it doesn't really matter. All the events happen on either of the two islands that the 0 Point has made to protect itself, so however you want to interpret that, that's your thing. The next thing is the ice thawing. The sort of island is going through some global warming thing, and we've actually never seen the snow when it arrives ever go before, like fully. We've seen Chapter 1 had the arrival of the Ice Legion and Permafrost and all of those people, and then the iceberg kind of just stayed until the end of Season X, and then Chapter 2 also had its small icy sector that stayed the whole time, whereas this time the ice seems to be fully leaving, which is a bit disappointing. I like the biome variety, but yeah, other than that, with Tilted, enjoy the sweaty gameplay. It's going to be very hard to even get a few kills or stay alive in there. It's a very populated place, but it's got some good chest spawns. It's going to create for some fun, nostalgic sort of times, from Chapter 1 and all of that, so I hope you enjoyed that part of the update. Now let's move on to my favorite part of the update, the Clombos. These huge dinosaur looking things, and surprisingly we thought they would be, very, we thought they would be like enemies and stuff, but it turns out they're these friendly, cute, huge, cuddly dinosaur thingies, and they're adorable, and I love them, and seriously, that's what I want to do. When I want to, when I get back on and I'm able to play again, I want to hug one of those thingies, because yes, they're amazing. Anyways, let's get into the story idea of this whole thing. So yes, they are our allies. We have this big thing that can actually be very aggressive as our allies, which is quite nice. If you attack it, it gets mad, of course, but yeah, it's our ally, which is good. It's adding to the seismic activity of the island, moving the tectonic plates, going from underneath the island with the ice thawing, being able to escape from that all, and that's really cool that was able to happen. Also, some monster army idea has been brought up in the community as of recent. You'll find out why I'm saying that in the next point that I point out, but some monster army of Clombos, I think you call them, or like Clombos, I think it is. You just don't give them the berries, you aggravate them, they can fight. So some monster army thing would be cool, possibly against the Order, possibly maybe against us, I hope not. Anyways, let's get into the next thing, which will explain my monster army idea. The Devourer head has been spotted on the island again by excavators, I think it's called, archaeologists, I don't know, two different names, but again, this adds to the old map similarities, yet again proving the possible and very likely point that Chapter 3 map is Chapter 1, but then again you have all of Donald's tweets disproving it, whatever. Anyways, as I said, doesn't really matter, just a cool little hint. So the Devourer, if you don't know who that is, in the final showdown, Season 9 versus Singularity/Paradigm's Mecha team leader to protect the Nexus Orb in the vault. Sounds very complex, but you know the event that I'm talking about. The final showdown, the Catus monster fought the Mecha, and its head was left in a skeleton thing, and it's been discovered again, so that's really cool. The mech arm has also been spotted on the island, and many people are saying the monster could be revived or something, or they could find an artifact of it or a bit of its energy to, you know, possibly defeat something. And that could possibly lead to a sort of remastered version of the Monster vs. Robot event, which would be awesome. I love that. So yeah, if you like the idea of that, comment below if you want to see a Final Showdown V2. Well, okay, then that's not the Final Showdown, but the first Final Showdown, I guess. I don't know. If there's another one, it's not really the final one, but anyways. The next thing are the drill scanners by the Imagined Order. They've been spotted around the map at the 5 drilling sites. We didn't get covert this time, which is pretty interesting. I thought we'd getting a Crazy Cave, Covert, Canyon, Condo, Covert, whatever it's called, you know, that IO location. I assumed we'd be getting it this week, but it has been delayed for these scanners to take time to find some things before, you know, they know what enemy they're up against. So they could possibly find the Devourer head, the Clombos, and also possibly the Canyon to build their base, which is what I mainly think it will be used for, since we know they will be going to the Canyon later in this season. Alright, my final point for today's video, the audio log. Take a listen.
Hey, Paradigm, it will not surprise you to learn that you remain public enemy number 1 for the 7. I'm trying to convince them to welcome you back with open arms, but I can't promise that it'll be a cakewalk if you come back. I'll do what I can, and this time, I'll have your back no matter what, like I should have the first time.
This one is so good because it proves and creates room for so much theorizing, and I love it, okay? The ping from Paradigm is confirmed to be real, or Singularity, whatever you want to call her. It's confirmed to be real, which I'm very, very happy about. There was a lot of speculation, maybe it could be hacked, it could be the IO's interception, but no, it is definitely, it's real, so that's really cool. She is hated by the 7, very, very hated, and this has actually created some room for a huge theory, which I will talk about in a small little bit, and I don't personally believe it, but it could be, you know, highly possible. We don't really know, but yeah, the 7 still hate her, and the scientist is trying to do whatever he can to get her back into their ranks. Now, one of the very most interesting thing he says in this is, by the way, you're still public enemy number 1 for the 7. The public enemy number 1 for the 7 was known to be Genō. Foundation name dropped him or her or whatever. It might not even be leaving, we don't know. The 0 point was in their hands, they had control of it, and the 7 did not like that at all. It was their public enemy number 1, they hated them the most. And the fact that they mentioned Paradigm also being the public enemy number 1 suggests that Genō and Paradigm could be the same person. Now, something that really defeats this theory is we've seen that Italian dude who matches the look of someone who would be called Genō. He matches the identity of having the hands, you know, of having 0 points in his hands in his control as the leader of the Imagined Order as Genō. But there's also some things that highly, you know, improve this other theory of Singularity or Paradigm being Genō, and that's Donald Mustard saying that she has many different names. This is sort of a very, you know, loose hint, that's why I don't think this is true, but her other sort of name could be Genō, or it could be Singularity or Paradigm, and they may not even be the same person at all. It is all up to, you know, sort of just theorizing, and I'm trying to find another word for it. I know it's on the tip of my tongue, I don't know what it is, but, you know, just theorizing about this could help us to find the real answer. I'm not saying that's true because I don't think it's true, but yeah, that's just a brief thing on what the storyline community is dealing with right now, what the game is going through in terms of map changes, new creatures, upcoming creatures that have been buried under the island, scanners scanning out for the Order's new location, and an audio log giving us heaps of information on the storyline today. So that's pretty much all we have for you guys in this sudden video. If you would like to see more content, you can go on my channel, subscribe, like, comment, whatever. Share this video to a few of your friends if you do think they'll enjoy it. Remember, you can always join the YouTube community in the Discord, in the pinned comment, or also the link in the description. Yeah, I'm excited to see where all of this goes. I'm Tedius, have a good day or night wherever you are, and I'm out. Peace.